Hey, Inspired Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers, John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in for this transmission. I'd like to ask you a question. Do you think it is possible to push a divine being into an indoctrination system like our education system at a very young age? Do you think it's possible to make a divine being sit there, memorize lies and half-truths, and repeat them over and over again for years and decades until it's done with the indoctrination system and has gathered the awards and has gathered the degrees? Do you think it's possible to make a divine being sit in a cubicle and fulfill tasks that do not speak to the spirit but are simply there to be made? Do you think that it's possible to make a divine being fill out forms and pay the taxes and run around for 20, 30, 40 years doing things that make very little sense to it? Do you think it's possible to make a divine being smaller and to make itself submissive in order to stand under the rule and the authority of others and accept their authority no matter what? Do you think it's possible for a divine being to simply follow a program and not think for itself and see for itself? Do you think it's possible for a divine being to accept this 3D reality as its nature and to play by the rules that were imposed on it? Do you think it's possible for a divine being to spend a lifetime following these programs and ignoring inner intuition and spirit and creativity and ideas and love and joy in the name of fitting in the name of paying their dues? Do you think it's possible that when they actually, divine beings, create something for themselves, that a divine being would constantly worry about losing it, constantly worrying about securing it, constantly worry? Do you think all of these things are actually possible for a divine being? No, they're not. A divine being, a divine spark of the Creator would never do that. So why then are we so familiar with these things that I just mentioned to you? Because when we enter this world as real divine sparks, the singular objective of this system is to make us forget that right away, if we remember it, and to never realize that through our lifetime. We are never supposed to realize that we are divine beings created by the Creator and that we have that divine spark, because if we did, we would never, under no circumstances, ever play this game. And once we do, we don't play the game anymore. This is what all of this is about. This is the great trap. This is the great deception. This is the big lie. This is the grand conspiracy. For you to forget that you are a divine being, divinely created, that you have consciousness and awareness that expands far beyond this reality, and that you have creative powers that are so strong and so amazing that if you realized them, those powers, this game, this 3D matrix bullshit reality game would be over in a second. This is what all of this is about. It's what it's always been about. Every single thing in this reality is aimed at making you forget that and never realize that. Now, what does that tell you? And what is the most important thing in your life, knowing this is the truth? Ignite that divine spark. Find it again. Live it, accept it, expand it. Bring it to full fruition and watch what will happen in your life. This is the most important thing, and this is the most important moment of your life. The best is yet to come.